It's been a fantastic year for the best gaming laptops on the market. With the Nvidia RTX 40 series graphics card entering the fray and the new generation processors powering them, the jumping in performance between this year and last year's is impressive. The Asus ROG Strix Scar 16 has taken over as our best gaming laptop. This thing flies through anything you can throw at it, without reaching the dizzying heights of other premium RTX 40 series rigs. That's because the Strix Scar puts its power exactly where PC gaming enthusiasts want it: cooling, CPU efficiency, and GPU power, all while still offering a beautiful set of RGB panels and a mini LED display worth of its next generation chassis. This is not a machine for the more subtle among us though. While the RGB panel running across the lower lip can be switched off, this is still very much a gaming laptop. The translucent design across the main deck wasn't quite our favorite touch, and does add to this gamer aesthetics while slightly cheapening the experience, but this is down to personal preference. It also has one of the best screens we've had the pleasure of using on a gaming laptop. Asus has branded its mini LED screens as Nebula HDR, and they sync between 1024 dimming zones and 1100 plus nits of peak brightness. The colors pop up with excellent vividity and balance well with a deep rich contrast. Throw in Dolby Atmos and a solid virtual surround system and you've got a seriously immersive experience. The ROG Strix Scar 16 can move up to an i9 13980HX CPU with an RTX 4090 card. Next up, we've got the Alienware M15 R7 with an RTX 3070 Ti GPU at the helm. But considering that this configuration comes in at over $2,000 right now, you are getting solid value for money with this RTX 3060 build. You are still getting the upper uber powerful 12th generation processor and 16GB of fast DDR5 memory here. I would recommend getting the 360Hz version because it's only $100 more for the luxury and it's really an impressive display worth all the cash. It's worth noting that this machine was built purely for power. It's a stocky design and a particularly heavy one at that. The charging brick alone nearly runs the full length of the keyboard. So no, this is not going to be a gaming laptop you easily throw into a backpack, and those fans can certainly scream. But if you are looking for an all-rounder that can level up with machines pricier than itself, these are easy sacrifices to make. Everything is as you would expect from an Alienware laptop, from the slim bezel design on the face to the watermark on the back, and of course that RGB strip running around the rear port area. The matte finish works hard to cover up the cheaper plastic chassis, but everything still feels durable despite some considerable flex in the screen. Alienware is after all a luxury brand, with its M series now falling in the middle range. The Alienware M15 R7 is affordable by the brand standards. That means you find far cheaper machines out there, but without the Alienware pedigree to speak of. Still, with performance to rival some of the best gaming laptops in business and only a few sacrifices to get there for a great price, this is an excellent option for most players. You could consider the X15 technically the best Alienware gaming laptop on paper alone, but when it comes down to price in the wider market, this is the winner. The Acer Nitro 5 provides plenty of balance in this configuration. Balancing some solid components under the hood and a 144Hz display up top, there's some nice horsepower for you to crash there. The Acer Nitro line has a distinct look about it, and the most recent Nitro 5 doesn't stray too far. It's a plastic chassis that can collect fingerprints quickly, but it feels remarkably durable in the hand. It also helps that at 2.3 kg, this is one of the lighter gaming laptops on the market right now. The bezels do keep the screen from looking its best, and the angle corners and harsh lines feel a little too old-fashioned, but overall this is an inoffensive design scheme for a cheaper laptop. Most games run above 60 FPS at maximum settings, and ray tracing is also an option, though it does come with an associated performance hit. We would recommend the Nitro 5 to anyone after their first gaming laptop because it's the perfect way to spend less, get a few years of gaming in, and work out exactly what you need from a larger purchase further down the line. The Asus ROG Zephyrus G14 long reigned over the slimline gaming laptop world. It's one of the first easily portable gaming machines built with a form factor that respected your backpack and your desktop. In 2023, Asus has doubled down on its power, with the RTX 40 series graphics card heralding a return to Nvidia, and Intel's 13th generation processors at the helm. The latest iteration embodies that classic power and portability balance. The G14 nailed its aesthetics and build a long time ago, and the 2023 iteration only improved this sleek but a compact design. The anime matrix LED is still available, but we would recommend avoiding it for a final cheaper price if you can. However, both models still look subtle enough to sit in a professional or gaming space. You are still getting the 16:10 display introduced in the previous G14 model, whereas other modern Asus laptops are wowing their vibrant 1100 nits of peak brightness and 1024 dimming zone. This G14 traces down to 600 nits and 504 dimming zone. That's a notable sacrifice if you've had the other models in hand. The G14 is arguably one of the best 14-inch gaming laptops out there, and it manages to combine power and portability in a package that very few rigs can match. You're also getting better value for money, more component choices, and lower prices than other brands like Alienware or Acer, making it the go-to for anyone after a compact gaming PC. The Alienware M18 goes toe-to-toe with the Asus ROG Strix Scar 18 in terms of sheer performance, but falls slightly behind the most powerful title. However, with a range of configuration options, a sleek design, and features more geared towards desktop usage, it's one of the best 18-inch laptops you can buy. Dell has made some interesting decisions with the spec it offers here. There are only two options: Quad HD plus 165Hz or Full HD plus 480Hz. It would have have been nicer to have a middle option. Both the Razer Blade 18 and the Asus ROG Strix Scar 18 have found happy homes in the Quad HD Plus 240Hz region. While motion is still slick, higher frame rate games could stand to benefit a little more from improved handling overall. We also noticed that the display runs less brighter than both the Razer and Asus options, and also doesn't offer any additional HDR capabilities. However, with an excellent port selection, 1080p webcam built-in, and a full-size keyboard, this feels like a real desktop PC gaming alternative. Working particularly hard in the M18's favor though is the component options. With RTX 4060 configurations on the table at a sub $2,000 price, the Alienware M18 is winning in the choice category. That's perfect if you're after a big screen entertainment but don't want to splash thousands on graphics cards you won't make the most out of. The Alienware M18 does make a few sacrifices, but in doing so it manages to position itself as an incredibly versatile gaming laptop. You can configure it up to the heavens if you have the budget, or keep things more grounded with a big screen for under $2,000. That's not something many 18 inches can claim, and especially no machines that manage to squeeze this amount of power out of their components. Overall, the best gaming laptop brands include Razer, Alienware, MSI, Asus and Acer. However, there are a number of companies all competing for the title right now, from budget-oriented developers to high-end industry staples. Finding the best laptop brand, however, may come down to how much you are willing to pay and how much you are willing to sacrifice extra features like mechanical keyboards and RGB lighting in your chassis. Alienware, for example, produces some incredible machines with these features built in, but at a significantly premium price, whereas Acer's machines tend to be more conservative in their builds to offer reduced prices.